Hello my friends, William Poloniak here from Whole Health Foundation. In this short video I'm going to give you a couple of short tips on what to do if your motor shaft is not spinning or your motor is humming. Let's take a closer look and I'll give you some very helpful tips. Now in another video I show you how to enable your switch to turn on without the feed tube. Now the first thing you're going to want to do, either with 60 grit sandpaper or some Scotchbright, is clean the motor shaft. So I'm going to turn that on now and I'm going to use sandpaper. I'm also going to use the Scotchbright to polish up the motor shaft. Now I want to do a better close-up and show you back here something that's very, very important. Now the next thing I'm going to do is clean at the back of the motor shaft after I do something very sticky like peanut butter. But notice the shaft has a slot in it, and at the very back there's about 1/8 of an inch or more of space. And I'm going to use a knife to clean this, but you have to be very, very careful when you turn the machine on not to get the knife in the slot. You want it to be at the back so that this doesn't get caught by that slot and grab your tool and throw it out of your hands. So what I'm going to do first is turn this on and then put the knife at the very back, like so, to clean that area just in case there's any debris back there. Now I'll do that again. Now another thing you can do after you've cleaned it with the tip of a knife, and again being very careful to do it at the very back so that you miss this slot. You don't want the knife to be thrown out of your hand. Another thing you can do with a wire brush, preferably a new wire brush, is brush all the way around the shaft to remove any debris that's in there. And remember, what you're trying to do is remove any buildup of gummy substance. And another thing you can do with a can of 3-in-1 oil is put 1 or 2 drops of oil at the back, not more than 2 drops. You turn the juicer on and let's put 1 drop at the back. But tilt the juicer, 1 drop of oil. Now be sure you don't use vegetable oil or oil with detergents. And there we've cleaned it. We first used the knife, we've used sandpaper and Scotchbright and a wire brush to make sure that area back there is very clear. Another thing that might cause your motor shaft to stick is a bad capacitor on the motor, but that's very, very rare. Usually it's some obstruction right in here. And one thing you can do also, as I show in another video, is use a wooden block and a hammer to center this motor front plate better. Well my friends, I hope you learned a few tips in this video. All you need is some Scotchbright, some 100 grit sandpaper, a knife with a very sharp point to get back here, and the safety tip is to watch this shaft slot so that you don't get a knife caught in there. You don't want to cause an accident. And of course a wire brush. Now I'm going to brush this one more time just to clean the shaft, and then you will most likely have cleaned any obstruction like peanut butter or any gluey juice like pineapple or any kind of fruit that's gotten gummy back in there, preventing the shaft from rotating freely. The capacitor sets up a charge that rotates this really quickly in the beginning and then shuts down. Well, I hope you like what you've seen, my friends, and if you do, please tell a friend. If you'd like to call me, my phone number is 760-753-0321. My email address is developtrust@cox.net, and my webpage is wholehealthfound.com. I'll see you in the next video.